the pressure now from the high ground as well. OG looking to try and make inroads now. Next circle comes through its south side a little bit, which means Papra Supermassive have to conclude their fight up here, but Loops have got a 1-for-1 trade right now on the knocks. Vitinho not finding that spray down over towards Nico as nades continue to tumble down. Rafinha has one more in the pocket, but they're not connecting, and the res has come through already. The nade just short of Kamikaze as he sidesteps it there. Papra Supermassive up to 10 eliminations now as they look for the flushes. Loops not able to find that weakness as Ratto Boy himself is down. They step up for the fight. A shotgun around a tree trunk, but it will be good for only one because Kamikaze's still hot. Flies on in, the backline's brilliant. Kamikaze brutal as ever.
Just unreal. Hey, I'm not gonna say me about purpose of stuff. It kind of work, all right? All right. 13 elims to start the day. Yeah. Good. To be fair, this is like not even their best map. I think Rondo's kind of play it really slow. I think they're one of the few teams that doesn't go for the 3-1 strat. Either they ball man and they just play it slow towards the end game and just much prefer to run like sweeping third party tactic. I really like it. I think the 3-1 strategy worked well. Meantime, you're going to see AK open a lineup here. It is free pickings here for OG in terms of elims across the way. Unfortunately, there's a shot that comes back though.
There's plenty of off angles taking a look out this way, and they didn't have enough pressure to keep this spray going. They will though to slow Goats down. That may be looking for. Maybe not the elims just yet. I wonder if it's going to connect. We can go for these reses here. There's 3 outside. Force them into a bad position because it's only the one player, but he's still got a little bit of fight left in him. Fortunately, 9Z across the way, keep OG safe.
Yeah, that's rough. There is some horrible angles on that high ground. It felt like Goat was winning that fight versus OG as well. The third party does come through though and will put an end to that. Papra Supermassive may have finally met their match here. They've been going from fight to fight. Now it's 9ZG. Kamikaze's down, as is Tron. Just lost last left alive here, and he's getting shot from multiple angles. Papra Supermassive will go down in 6th. With 13 elims, though, it's not a bad start to their day.
15 points total, but now 9Z have started to rack up these tallies, and so have Inner Circle. 12 elims found for 9Z, and in Inner Circle, they've got 10 already. They've been able to pick up so many of these points blank. It's really these 3 teams and nobody else that have been able to do the majority of the damage to the lobby so far. It's really beautiful to see. We'll see how much further they can go. At the moment, it looks like everybody else vying for those spots, but it's APG in the center, and they're going to be the team to get rid of, to displace on the 2-2 split.
This is where I do get concerned slightly for OG, and we've seen them falter on these moments of the games before, where I think it's this next step that they struggle with a little bit. It's like, where do they go from here? What do they want to do? They want to sweep down towards that south side, that north side, sorry, because right now, like, the options are limited, and they're hoping for a south shift. I think they need to think about what they can do next. I mean, here, for instance, with Doc playing off all the way into the distance, this is typically where you go for a Hail Mary. But I think they're just going to go for a top 3 off the back of this one.
OG playing as 3, needs to press that ridge line. Inner Circle might have to move first here. On a slightly faster side of the circle. They're all very, very close to it. It's only APG inside this one. 9Z. Ooh, they have been spotted. It's APG to take the shots out that way. OG have angles as well. There's the flash coming through. That's for Aru, adding another point to the OG tally. Top denied that point there. Nicely found.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are just going to go for the top 3 off the back of it. They are going to send one downwards in Aru, but sight lines are clear there coming through from top. Won't quite find the knock though. Nade's going to have to do the trick. Does find it with IQ from Inner Circle.
Ooh, looking for the nades over the top. That is not where you want to be putting the nade there, but Doc does go down. The Molotov is good for it. A little underarm, sure, but it's not going to be able to find that knock on the second player here for 9Z. Dashes across and actually gets to safety behind the shack. Doc is going out into the open. This is a Hail Mary if I ever saw one. He's just hoping nobody's looking. Because actually, Inner Circle has moved over to OG. Doc might actually be able to get there. No way is he going to be able to do it. As Inner Circle take on the forefront position for OG, but they only find a flush. They will not find a second. A tanky moving in, looking to try and take them down from the top rope. But no, the answer is good. The spray down is there. And APG, they do lose Doc finally, as he will not make that crawl. 9Z have descended. Goodness me, it's chaos on all fronts.
APG with a great nade of the top towards WizGod. So OG do get themselves the top 4 off the back one. Not quite the top 3 I think they were hoping for there from that position. But still a pretty decent start to the first game of the day. Inner Circle, though, as 4 players, been a little bit more silent and deadly this game. Now looking to take on APG with just the 3 there. Doc on a very aggressive angle, let's say, and an even more aggressive crawl. I think he's the only player that could make a crawl look aggressive. And Circle shifts over towards the west. So there is now a little bit of difficulty here for IC. Even though they've got the 4 players on board, they are pushing out into open ground. You've got 9ZG, you know where they are. You've got APG, who know where they are. And let's also just mention the fact that APG is in a top 3 scenario, by the way, which feels weird.
It is, yeah, a little bit foreign, a little bit alien to us at the moment. But Inner Circle, I mean, we've got 13 elims on 9Z. You've got 14 elims coming through from Inner Circle. APG on a measly 6 right now. Comparatively weak for the moment. Small, little incremental approaches here. Looking at the utility, 12 smokes for APG.
I mean, again, it's just a testament to the strength of these players. The fact that Phalak's playing and he's not feeling his best either, and still at this level is fairly incredible. And it's not like IC's had the most incredible path into this game either. They have just been brutalizing other players within this lobby. They sort of need to deal with the players from 9Z. But you do have APGs also watching these angles, so if they find anything, again, for IC, it's a question of vehicles and how they can make that wrap. Because I think at this point in time, like, this actually is not a bad wrap to make for yourself, but you've got to hope that APG misses these shots. And I think IC realizes that a lobby like this is very unlikely.
I mean, you hope that they realize it here. The zone next will close completely central, Blank, and it really doesn't favor anyone. I mean, the only team on an outside position at the moment are Inner Circle. So maybe that will help them out. APG, I mean, they need to get out of there as well, but they do have vehicles potentially stowed away in and amongst those buildings that they could hop into. The nades, they're starting to fly.
No way.
Going along, not quite on target. Ooh,
I see setting up craters. I think that's all they can do. I think this is a smart play, especially here on Rondo with the destructible terrain. That's what they're going to go for. Okay.
At the moment, though, that smoke train, those huge number of smokes, I think that's 10 smokes just then invested by APG to be able to stretch out wide, move that vehicle into one of those craters. A first knock onto Noki is good, but it's now 9Z who are eating the majority of lead right now as they crawl on forwards. They don't have anywhere to go. They are probably in the worst position. A downhill approach out the back of a building. It's a tough time. Noki is there, but you can't stand up. You just can't go for that res. And another nade over the top from APG. They have got 3 more remaining. One's already in the sky.
Just Phalak and T24 now. Phalak's gonna make the big cross. T24 holds his angle. Now into a 2v2 here for APG versus IC.
Last nade loose for top. I think that's the last one that's in the pocket potentially. Or maybe they got one more. No, that is it, but it connects. And that's huge. It stops them from getting any more. But Phalak with an answer. He's standing tall and now top behind a tree trunk. Phalak has the inside track here on the circle. Needs to stay strong for his team now more than ever. Top stands up and the challenge is good. It is Phalak to be able to fell the final beast in their way. APG will not get it. It is Inner Circle, the pride of Pakistan, standing strong.
craters on the ground, and what a meteoric entrance from IC during this game. They had very limited options, but worked with what they had. The nades out front to get the craters to hold on for just a little while longer. Those nades were insane. And the fact that Phalanx to finish it off there, I mean, imagine what this guy is like on his good days.
Absolutely insane. My goodness me, what a close down on the day. Sorry, close down on the game, rather. A lot of flashy plays throughout the majority of that match as well, Blank. Papra Supermassive doing big stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Papra Supermassive get themselves a bunch of elim points. APG actually towards the top 3, which is quite nice to see, getting the second place. Hopefully a little more of that, please. But in the meantime, I've got to hear what the guys on the desk had to say about that game.
Versus Falcons. What is going on? This is the best start ever.
Rip your Neptura.
Oh my goodness me. I mean, I think that's definitely so far the biggest opening game of any day so far that we've had by far.
Oh, yeah.
28 points is insane. And we know Rondo, see, they were just taking all of them.
Insert. Wait, guys. Impression of like the biggest surprise, like just fake is like, whoa, no way.